presented from Brooklyn, New York. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Brooklyn Bulls taking on the Sacramento Condors.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Sacramento Condors and the Brooklyn Bulls. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Condors 3, Bulls nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll try to run the option here. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll give it here to his running back.
The running back on the
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Another carry for
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Condors 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands. happens, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brings up second.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Score Bulls 14, Condors 3.
Here's the option. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 13. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
17. Condors 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Second and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Caught 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
To number 80.
A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
The gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
A
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able up a 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
Condors 10.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made at the
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start with the option. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And the Sacramento.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the 21.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
a reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. and he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. That time, a 9-play drive.
24. Condors 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 5. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Pushing his way through. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
24.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The running back on the option.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
To number 89.
A nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
A loss of 5.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 22-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
For the running back.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll drop the throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
The score, Condors 34, Bulls 24.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 22.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down and sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
8-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Condors 34, Bulls 27.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done.
Now a hit and a loose football. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But
that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Sacramento.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Condors.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
1st down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's the option. Running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
6. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Condors 37, Bulls 34.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Hurd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And that will be incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, the loss knocks them from the ranks of the undefeated as they drop.